egotistical for us to think that we will affect the environment forever and ever in the future.
Sure, puny humans can't do anything to this vast climate system,
Exactly.
or indeed can't do anything to any environmental system. Well, I guess one quick answer off the seat of my pants is, look at the Pacific Ocean. We can see garbage patches from space. These things have names now. You know, they're in these gyres there. Clearly, we have shown the ability to fundamentally change our environment. Look at those pictures I showed you of those logging roads in the Brazilian rainforest. That's not trivial. That's a massive intervention, a massive change in the land surface. Look at satellite pictures of Earth at night, showing how we've literally changed the physical landscape. Look at these atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases. Again, this increase that I showed you in CO2 and methane and other greenhouse gases, we know that that's primarily us. That's not supposition. That's not a belief system. So clearly, as I said originally, we are not innocent bystanders. We are active agents of change in the climate system. This is not a belief system. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I was wondering, on many of the models you have up there, more specifically the human-based model on the cause of the greenhouse gases, the methane, the nitrous oxide, and the CO2. I was wondering how region-specific they were. If they were taken from an average of, from satellite, from thousands of different locations, which would make it more accurate, or if it was very industrially based. I'm just kind of curious on that.
Well, that's a great question, and I think your question gets to how do people actually perform these simulations where they put greenhouse gases in as a driver and try and see the effect of those greenhouse gas changes over the 20th century in that computer model.
Right. I mean, surely, in more cities, the greenhouse gases will rise.
Yeah.
As far as the entire atmosphere.
Okay, so let me try and answer that question. So for some things like carbon dioxide, which is relatively well mixed in the atmosphere, essentially it's just put in as a global mean number. Okay, it isn't really important because they're not really very important geographical differences in the pattern of carbon dioxide changes over time. But for other things, it's critically important to be able to put in those geographical and altitudinal patterns of change, like ozone. That's a really key one. Ozone doesn't just show a global mean change, it shows very complex patterns